Here we go. Your top 3 NBA plays of the night for Tuesday. Hit that thumbs up button. We go 2-1 last night. Hey, you want to roll them into a parlay? Knock yourself out. Nobody here is going to stop you. We've got a lot to look at. Let's be honest. We're going to use what we can from Odd Shopper. But I think looking at this, when we always have 3 plays, we're going to roll a 2-for-1 out here. We're going to start with the same game parlay. And normally we wait until the very end for our player prop. But in this case, I think who are we to ignore that there's a pretty big storyline going on right now? And that's Philadelphia starting season debut, Joel Embiid. You've got the Knicks, knocked them out. Clearly, there is a revenge factor here. You've got everybody talking about Joel Embiid for multiple reasons, the right and wrong reasons, of course, shoving Marcus Hayes to trying to claim anything more than a second round exit and the star power that he is coming back to the game. All of that aside, there's no Tyrese Maxey. Paul George is not Paul George or whatever you thought. He's a hologram right now. The Knicks are struggling because they're being grinded down to a stump, but I still think that they're the better team overall. I'm not concerned about Joel Embiid coming in here stomping around when the dude has been out, not just precautionary, but because he's been hurt, not just because he's been suspended, because he's been hurt. So, we start with what? This Philadelphia 76ers losing the game outright to the New York Knicks. That's the first play. Second for me, though, and this is what I think you can take advantage of. Joel Embiid, a lot of people are going to fade him. A lot of people are going to look at him and say, and I'm just going to show you what this looks like right now. We're going to go over 8.5 rebounds. Just under 2-1. I'd like that to be a little bit higher. Feel free. You can use the parlay builder and shop. But ultimately, I'm looking at Joel Embiid grabbing 9 rebounds in limited work against the Knicks front court where he should be able to do that more so than anything else. I'm not sure what the shot looks like. I'm not sure how crisp the passing is going to be. You can't even bet them on most sites to knock down threes. So I'm looking at this from the standpoint of Knicks, money line, Embiid over 8.5. Wolves laying that 8.5. It's our top 3 NBA plays. Hit that thumbs up button. And look, the last part of this here with the Wolves, you've got a squad that has just not had or met early expectations. Come on, you're 8, 10 games into the season. Nobody's going to ring the alarm and panic. But with the expectations of the Timberwolves to be representing the Western Conference, you look at this team and say, really, what's going on here? A lot of basketball been played. You've got some new faces. I get that. This is a great opportunity, again, to continue to gel and work towards being back to a powerhouse in the West. You're taking on just a bad basketball team. There's no way to sugarcoat that by any means. So in Portland, in Minnesota, it doesn't matter where this game's played. Anything under 10, I think, is a fair assessment here. And we're going to take it at 8.5, and we'll see if we can get ahead of this sucker. All right. You hit the thumbs up as I really appreciate you all being here. You want to jump in on the 150K plus that we have and be a part of this Odd Shopper community on YouTube, subscribe. We also have this great deal, right? We're using Portfolio EV. I'm using Portfolio EV. Greg Ehrenberg's using Portfolio EV. You can follow us along at Shander Bets as far as, our journey, if you will, and see how this thing is working. Now, to that point, and I'll show you here, of course, right below, you have a link. You can sign up at any sports book you want. It doesn't matter. It can be Rebet. It can be BetMGM. It can be Bet365. 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Whatever it is, you're going to get a month free of Portfolio EV. Not bad. Not bad. And you get to bounce around and do whatever you want with that. All right. It's working for us. That's why we're using it. Works for you. Appreciate y'all being here. See you in the Discord.